An Alabama pastor and mayor was exposed for living a secret double life. F.L. Bubba Copeland, who was the mayor of the tiny town of Smith Station with a population of just 6,756, as well as the pastor at First Baptist Church in nearby Phoenix City, tragically shot himself around 5 p.m. in front of sheriffs who were following him. Copeland was a married father of 3. His suicide came after police were asked to do a welfare check and began tailing his car. He exited the vehicle, produced a handgun, and took his own life. Copeland's suicide followed an expose done by 1819 News, a news site once owned by the conservative think tank, the Alabama Policy Institute, that described Copeland's secret life online as a transgender woman under the pseudonym Brittany Blair Summerlin. Brittany described herself as a transitioning transgender curvy girl that loves smiling, clothes, and shoes. One of his social media profiles showed Copeland wearing different women's outfits, including bedroom photos of himself in women's underwear. Copeland could also be seen wearing some of his wife's clothes in his Facebook posts. Copeland referred to himself as a thick transgender woman and encouraged other trans women to go on hormone replacement therapy. He also posted transgender porn as well as transgender fiction and erotica that he apparently wrote himself. Copeland told reporters on his 62nd birthday that his online alter ego was a harmless hobby that did not go beyond his home. "Just my wife knows about it," Copeland said. "It's a hobby I do to relieve stress. I have a lot of stress, and I'm not medically transitioning. It's just a bit of a character I'm playing. What I do in my private life has nothing to do with what I do in my holy life," Copeland told 1819 reporter Craig Monger. "Does this have any effect on me being mayor, that I sometimes put on a dress or sometimes put on makeup? Does that have anything to do with me being mayor or being a pastor?" Copeland appeared to take his outing in stride after the expose was published on Wednesday. That night, he delivered his regular sermon at the First Baptist Church of Phoenix City and briefly addressed the scandal.
"I've been an object of an internet attack, an article that was written about my capacity as a mayor, capacity as a pastor. The article is not who or what I am."
He downplayed the online material, calling it an attempt of humor. "Yes, I have taken pictures with my wife's clothes on in the privacy of our home in an attempt of humor because I know I'm not a handsome man nor a beautiful woman either," Copeland continued. "I apologize for any embarrassment caused by my private, personal life that has become public." In a March interview that Copeland did with Columbus, Georgia's WRBL was both poignant and eerily foreshadowed his own fate. "I always say, we're Mayberry 2023, he said about the tiny town of Smith Station. "It really is like everybody knows your name. You know, everybody dies famous in a small town. That's what it is. It is Friday Night Lights. It is Mama's apple pie. Our community is very, very low crime, very low drug abuse. Our #1 problem is suicide. It is sad. I think a lot of it has to do with the military. I think some of it has to do with social media and the reality of that. That's the #1 problem we have." Thank you for watching. If you are struggling with suicidal thoughts or are experiencing a mental health crisis and live in New York City, you can call 1-888-NYC-WELL for free and confidential crisis counseling. If you live outside the 5 boroughs, you can dial the 24/7 National Suicide Prevention Hotline at 988 or go to suicidepreventionlifeline.org.